A remote First Nation community is celebrating as its reliance on diesel generators comes to an end. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Sandy Lake First Nation is now connected to the province's energy grid.
A day-long celebration was recently held in the community to ring in this new stage of Sandy Lake's history. Justin Hardy was there and joins us now in studio. And Justin, what kind of impact does this have?
This is going to have a huge impact on the people that live there, Riley. The community is only accessible by air during the majority of the year and via ice road during the short winter season. It used to rely completely on diesel fuel generators, but the new connection brings cheaper and much more reliable energy from the south. Sandy Lake First Nation, located about 600 kilometers northwest of Thunder Bay, invited in government officials and other stakeholders to celebrate the recent connection of the community to the province's power grid. The new connection provides much more reliable and less expensive power up from the south through Red Lake. Now that Sandy Lake is fully connected, Chief Dolores Kakagamic says the community can do away with energy priority lists when constructing new projects.
We can now hook up, whatever infrastructure, whatever housing, like in a timely manner rather than waiting 1-2 years. Like I said, we used to hook up house to house and get into trouble for it. But that was the only way to give power to your neighbor if they got a new residence.
Wataynikaneyap Power, majority owned by a partnership of 24 First Nations and in partnership with Fortis Inc. and other private investors, is a $1.9 billion project to build and operate the line that brings light. That's an 1,800-kilometer power transmission system that will connect 17 remote First Nations to the Ontario power grid. Margaret Kanekwanash, CEO of Wataynikaneyap Power, says that there is still a lot of work to do in terms of transferring assets as well as getting the agreements in place.
And there's some conditions that are included in from Hydro One in terms of being able to connect the communities and connecting them to the grid and energizing them. So we're hoping that the three communities towards Red Lake will be connected in the fall, and the other community we're possibly targeting first quarter of 2025. I'm thinking.
Sandy Lake is the latest First Nation connected to provincial power through the Wataynikaneyap Power Transmission System. Currently, 16 First Nations assets are energized, and a total of 12 communities are fully connected to the grid. Justin Hardy, TBT News.